colony, and just going to do some damage to as many of these Zerglings as he can. Then he's going to move on to the drones. He certainly has that option available to him. Takes in all of the Zerglings. Now he's going to the drones. I'm going to be able to take down a couple more, probably. This is going to be the third drone going down. Fourth drone going down. Some bad micro by S2, focusing on the wrong Zealot there to start with. 4 drones going down, focusing on the wrong Zealot, S2. Jeez, there's one Zealot that only needed like 2 hits to kill, and now he's allowed that Zealot to regain his shield, so it's going to take maybe 3 hits now, but not going to matter. There's too many Zerglings, so not too big a deal, but he might have been able to save 1 drone if he had focused on the correct Zealot. He might have been able to save 1 drone, which, I mean, everything counts, right? And Jamie needs to rally his gateways a little better. They're not rallying right now. Unfortunately, he's got a bunch of Dragoons sitting at his base, which kind of sucks. We got some lurkers everywhere for S2. Queen's Nest. We're going to see some hive tech. We're going to see some hive tech early. And yeah, a lot of Dragoons, though, for Jamie. He's going to be well prepared for these lurkers. As long as he's got his observers around, he's going to be well prepared. Should be able to outrange and get some range hits on these lurkers. Should be able to get some good storms out, good combination. We'll see how Jamie's micro is, if he can do both at the same time and really spread his shots out correctly. Got some Corsairs here, going to try and force these Overlords away, as there aren't a lot of Hydras left, but we've got storms. Where's the Observer? There's the Observer, kind of in the back here. Should be able to see some good storms here, and come on, Jamie, where are your storms? Come on, Jamie, where are the storms? Jamie, storms, what are you doing? There's the storm. There's a good storm. I'm going to catch a couple of those lurkers. And, yeah, it looks like a lot of these lurkers are going to go down to storm, the combination of storms and Dragoon fire. And a good push coming out here from Jamie. Very nice push right now, although he's got to be a little bit careful. Some very good good storms going down everywhere. He needs to micro his Dragoons a little better, get those Zealots out in front. Zealots need to be in front. Got some more storms available, and some nice storms catching some of these lurkers, and they're coming into the area. And no Scourge to pick off this Observer, so these Dragoons are doing a pretty solid job of picking off most of these lurkers, a lot of these lurkers. But it looks like S2 is going to hold here, as the Zealots have run out, the High Templar have run out. There's just been a running out of units, but Jamie had a relatively effective push there. He still has some more Zealots, and that Observer is still alive, which means he can still range these Dragoons and try and take them down. And he's having a lot of success right now ranging them down. And he still has good Dragoon numbers. Everything else is pretty much you expect to lose your High Templar and your Zealots throughout the battle. It's pretty much expected. But as long as those Dragoons stay alive, you're in good shape. Although it looks like he's going to let some of these Dragoons get surrounded, maybe lose a couple more. He needs to be careful, needs to keep them alive as much as he possibly can. Needs to continue to macro up. Looks like he's taking his third base at his normal third, but he needs to keep that base alive. That is absolutely imperative. We got a 7th hatchery for S2 at the 12 o'clock position. I'm going to give him a very nice reinforcement round. And one of the good things about Jangbi attacking this position right now is that it means that S2 cannot really afford the forces to go attack his third. And he's spending so much on defense that he can't go harass the third of Jangbi. And if Jangbi can get that base up and running, get some cannons down, get a nice probe transfer, he'll be in good shape heading into the late stages of the mid-game and beyond to really do some damage and be in good shape. He's throwing out some photon cannons. They're probably going to catch that Overlord. I doubt S2 is paying attention. S2 just doesn't seem like he'd be the class of player to really see that kind of small, subtle thing and move that Overlord away. He's taking the base at the top left. Zerg is going to get his 4th gas up and running, and Jamie cannot allow him to get that 4th gas. That 4th gas is critical right now. You can get to hive tech on 3 gas, but really you want 4. And once that 4th gas gets up and running, that is just it's just painful. Zerg can pretty much do anything. You can go Ultra Ling and with Defilers out on 4 gas, and yeah, you can do it all very, very effectively. We've got a lot of Zerglings out right now for S2, but it looks like we're gonna have another push from Jangbi. Some good storms going down, some nice storms going down. His PvZ storms look to be vastly improved, but all of his Zealots are going down to the Lurker Fire. Ooh, a beautiful storm there, catching a lot of Hydras, and that storm, whatever. You actually S2 moved into that storm, if you can believe it. S2 moved into a storm. It wasn't hitting much of anything other than like 1 Lurker, but S2 moved some forces into that storm, unfortunately. And Jamie just keeping the pressure on this position as much as he possibly can. He's actually morphed in a couple of Archons, maybe going to push in, use the shields as literally a shield on those Archons, and he's going to continue pushing in S2, reinforcing with as much as he possibly can with these lurkers, and yeah, gonna hold once again, just barely gonna hold once again with his reinforcing units. Are gonna be able to keep him alive, and this Archon looks like it might get taken down as it's on the retreat right now, and yeah, it is gonna go down. Well, should go down. There it is. S2 turned around and took it down, did not let it regain its shields. That would have been bad if it had regained its shields. That would have been pretty funny though. We do have high tech up. Don't see a Defiler Mound or an Ultros Cavern quite yet. Wondering when that's going to pop up. Should be any time now. It looks like Jamie might be going for a little bit of a elevator, maybe, with this shuttle. I'm not really sure what's in there. And I think S2 sees this and realizes he's got to, can't let this happen. We got 4 Zealot drop, probably. Yeah, 4 Zealot drop. Coming in here, going to try and take down some more, as much as he possibly can. Going to take down this Sunken Colony. I think those are probably +2 attack upgraded Zealots, so they should probably make quick work of most of these units. +2 upgraded Zealots do a lot of damage. And yeah, it looks like he's lost 1 Zealot so far. 2 Zealots. No, that second Zealot is just hidden in between that spawning pool and the Sunken Colony, but both Sunken Colonies going down, and as well as a couple of Hydras, and he's probably going to be able to take out another Zergling or two, too. So doing very well there, doing some good, doing a good bit of damage there for Jangbi. Also going to try and open up that base for further drops later on. That will also be a potential for him. And we've still got heavy normal armies for both these players. We have the hive tech. Haven't really seen any benefits of it except maybe cracklings. Unless this is a drop. This could be a big drop coming in here. Yeah, this is going to be a drop. Some nice storms from Jangbi catching a lot. And yeah, this is just a fail sauce drop. I'm not really sure what he was doing here. This was an absolute fail. Only dropped a couple of units and all of them went down, and lost several overlords for it. But it looks like Zerglings are going to move towards the third. Might actually be able to do some damage. I don't know how many cannons are there. I think there's 3 or 4 cannons there, and Jangbi hastily moving into the position, going to try and protect it, and he is going to be able to do so. Going to be able to harry these Zerglings away. But S2 now has that 4th gas up and running. That 4th base is going. Still don't see the Defiler Mound or Ultros Cavern. Very confused by that. S2 just not throwing down his tech for some reason or another. He really needs to do so, because these eventually Jangbi off of this 3 gas, probably especially if he's able to take the bottom right base, really get a 4th gas up and running. You know he's going to be transitioning into Archon Reaver, so S2 needs to be prepared. Another 3 Zealots being dropped into the main. I'm going to be able to see what damage they can do, but there's too many Hydras waiting for them, as well as the Sunken Colony, so not going to have too much success here. Kind of a wasted drop, but just testing out those defenses. And S2 coming in with some Zerglings, they're all going to go down. They probably could have picked off 1 or 2 of these High Templar if they were paying attention. A nice storm from Jangbi. It'll pick up a lot of those Zerglings, and 4 cannons probably, maybe going to be enough to hold off at his 3rd, and some nice storms catching a lot of these lurkers. He's got observers, so he's going to, oh, a beautiful storm, that beautiful 2nd storm catching all of the lurkers, and a ton of those lurkers are going down. Jangbi with some very nice storms, catching some more lurkers here. Excellent storms by Jangbi, just doing a wonderful job right now in this game, catching every clump of lurkers that he can. They are all going down here outside the natural expansion, and Jangbi with an incredible push right now. Fantastic storms, doing a lot of damage, and he's got Archons morphing. He's got a lot going on for him right now, a lot of good going on. S2 looks like he's just not doing very well right now. I still don't see any hive tech really, except for cracklings, and it just doesn't make any sense. He's throwing up Sunken Colonies. He needs to produce a more useful building, like a Defiler Mound or an Ultros Cavern, some higher tech. You can't just sit here on Hydra Lurk forever. Some more good storms for Jangbi, picking off a lot of these lurkers. Again, another great storm, picking up tons of Hydras. This is just epic stormage. And now the Archon sitting in the drone line. Okay, S2, let's take StarCraft 101. When there's an Archon in your drone line, you run your drones away. You don't sit there and take your abuse. And he waited until he only had like 3 drones left to run away, and he's lost complete control of his natural expansion. He's going to lose his Spire. He's going to lose complete control of this game. He might even lose some Overlords if not Jangbi wasn't able to pick any of those up. But S2 has lost complete control of this game. He's going to lose his entire main and his natural. He's going to lose a lot of his tech. He's going to have to make sure he rebuilds his spawning pool. He's going to lose his hive. He needs to throw down a Defiler Mound and Ultros Cavern at the top left ASAP. If those aren't going down, I am already upset with him. I'm already kind of angry that he hasn't done that. But if he doesn't throw up his tech now as his hive's about to like get owned, he's just awful. This is just bad by him, and it looks like Jangbi's going to take this opportunity to take the mineral only at the 6 o'clock position, and S2's going to try and counter with some Zerglings, but there are a lot of Zealots there, and nice storm and dodge by and pulling back those units for Jangbi, and S2's just being dumb. I'm going to allow his hive to die, and I have a feeling that he doesn't have anything anywhere. I have a feeling he did not throw up his Ultros Cavern or Defiler Mound anywhere. Hopefully the observer shows. If he did, maybe at least then I'll have some semblance of pseudo-respect. But right now, this is just awful right now. Some good storms by Jangbi, picking off a lot of these Zerglings, and not really killing too much of his own units. Good by him. And a ton of Overlords going down, and S2 cannot afford the larva to really reproduce so many Overlords. And there's GG from S2. S2, there's a reason you don't get to play very often. That was awful play by you. Why go to high tech just for cracklings? Just for cracklings? Come on, you were on 4 gas. You could have gotten Defilers and Ultros out. That was just... that was bad. But Jangbi gets another win versus Zerg. Woo! That's a 3-game winning streak versus Zerg for Jangbi. Woot! That is sweet. And maybe not the most impressive of wins, all told. They were against Type B, Fire Fist, and S2. But I'm going to take it. I'm pumped for Jangbi. Anytime Jangbi gets a win, I'm happy, even if it's against that kind of competition. But, yeah, good game. We're going to be going on to an ace match, guys. Ace match. Who's going to be in it? This is 3 days late, so you probably already know who's in it. But, yeah, I'll see you guys on the ace match. And, yeah, it should be pretty epic. I'm telling you that.